Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, John Eastman, the architect of some of Trump's worst legal decisions, such as fake electors and such, in the Green Bay sweep. He was on 60 Minutes the other day, and they basically nailed him with some questions. When Eastman testified in front of, I believe, the Georgia legislature, that was easy for me to say, he said that there were thousands of convicts and dead voters that submitted ballots. And the quote was, "You said 2,500 convicts, and the investigation found 4. You said 10,000 voters, dead voters. The investigation found 4." And then Eastman's like, "Well, we don't really know the real numbers," and he's just trying to, the Secretary of State's never given us the real numbers. And the interviewer said, "Well, we don't know the actual number is 4 because," that's what he said. "We don't know the number is 4 because the states declined to give us the information." And the interviewer said, "It's too late to adjust the numbers now. You already testified in the legislature, and there's a big difference between 2,500 and 4. Okay. Eastman's also up for being disbarred in California. Let's read on Eastman. He is one of the guys that is in big, big trouble in Georgia, and he doesn't seem to have a plea agreement. That's a problem. That is a real problem for this guy if he doesn't want to go to prison. What's the general vibe with the Eastman case in the Georgia RICO case? Okay, agreements, contracts. He could be in talks to flip. Let's see if a 2 of coins or something like that comes up. If not, he is one of the 3 core people that are part of this election affairs. That's more where I'm going with it. Trump, him, and Giuliani. Maybe that's Giuliani because the person's a little bit shorter. But you get the idea that there's like a core 3 people at the center of all this that we're going to recognize. If he makes a plea deal, he's getting prison time. If he makes a plea deal, he's getting prison time. Otherwise, this is who Trump and Giuliani are going to throw under the bus, and he knows it. Yeah, and here's my election interference card. It's all about the election interference. It's all about saying that the election was rigged and then trying to get false electors and stuff like that in here. If he gets a plea deal, he's going to be going to prison. If he doesn't get a plea deal, Trump and Giuliani are going to they're going to say he's the lawyer that came up with the ideas, and they're going to throw him under the bus and try and blame him for all of it. In the past, we've got the 9 of Cups. If this isn't Eastman, I don't know what is. Going on frickin' TV and talking about the Green Bay Packers sweep with the fake electors and challenging the election and all that. Arrogant SOB went on TV and basically showed us the coup. Was it Ari Melber, I think, that called him out on that one? Just basically what you just described as a coup. And he's sitting there like, okay, Louie. Again, the Bugs Bunny dumb henchman. And this dude's a lawyer and teaches at Chapman University or whatever. Just because you're a lawyer, just because you teach, doesn't mean you're very wise. And now he's paying the price. That arrogance, that smugness that he shoved in everybody's face is now coming back to bite him. I guess he never thought. Maybe he didn't look that far to think that this day was going to come. But he's in trouble now, and he knows he's in trouble now. He's in big, big trouble. He's looking at prison, and he's looking at disbarment. Overarching energy. He was trying to create a dynasty. Working with Trump to create a dynasty, a Republican, conservative, basically neo-fascist dynasty, and he was going to be part of that dynasty. Undermining everything, the 250 years that this country's been around, the elections, the peaceful transfers of power, everything this country has ever fought for in the name to show that democracy is a viable and preferred way of doing things, he was ready to undo to turn it into an autocracy. just for a sniff at power. His third 9. 9 of Wands. Lesson to be learned. He was a pawn. He was told what to do, and he did it. And he is now waiting for the consequences. He effed around, and now he's about to find out. And the consequences are going to come really hard on him. Yep. The outcome will be judgment. This man is going to prison. I have no doubt in my mind he is going to prison, and he will be among those with the longest prison sentences of Trump's inner circle. I feel pretty confident on saying that. I think he will also be the one who serves the longest time in prison amongst Trump's inner circles. Because if Rudy gets sent, I don't think Rudy's going to last that long. And if Kushner gets sent, it may not be for as long. I could be wrong on that one. But as far as, the coup and stuff like that, Kushner wasn't really involved in it. He and Ivanka were trying to run away at that point. And Donald is not exactly going to be serving a lot of time in prison, if you know what I mean. He'll get house arrest or something like that. He and Rudy are in horrible health, so neither one of them would last long in incarceration. Okay, so Eastman, are you trying to cut a deal? I'm going to ask that. Are you trying to cut a deal? Is that what that 2 of Cups is? I wonder if they'll even offer him one. They may not need to. Holding information. Holding things close to the vest. He hasn't talked much. It might be if you don't talk much because nobody's asking you questions. Oh, he might be trying to cut a deal and they're not giving him what he wants. And so he's not telling them what they want because they're not giving him what he wants. Yeah, he's trying to cut a deal, or he's kind of trying to cut a deal with someone. It's secret. They're trying to keep a lid on it. This could be my card for Trump, but this could also be Fani Willis. Yeah, I think this is going to be Fani Willis. Fani Willis might be offering him a deal for the information that he's got, but it's not a good deal. It's not a good deal at all, and he's not accepting it. And she's not exactly eager to give him a good deal. There's no reason for her to. She's already got, a couple lawyers, like 3 lawyers or 4 lawyers flipping on him already. What does Eastman have to offer that makes cutting him a deal a worthwhile effect? Giving him a good deal makes it worthwhile. So she's just waiting. She'll wait him out. And he knows that if he cuts a deal, maybe this is one of those ones, you cut a deal, you get 8 years of prison instead of 12 years of prison. That type of thing where it's like, but I'm still going to prison for 8 years. Yeah, you are. Try and do a coup in another country next time and see if you even get that. What you get is a firing squad. And all they're determining with the firing squad is how many members of the firing squad and what bullets are they going to use. Okay. Under all that, he could be disbarred in California. Will Eastman... This is just piling on at this point. Will Eastman be disbarred in California? I'm only going to do a 4-carder on this one. Again, this is just piling on. This is pure gossip. This is rubbing your hands evilly and enjoying the demise of somebody who tried to overthrow your country and your democracy. Okay, there's a move afoot. They're looking at it. There's already consideration about that. Got the 3 of Cups, the disappointment, all these cups, all these emotions. They're looking at it. They're looking at the strength of the case and his actions that would have led to that disbarment. Certainly, he did not meet the standard of lawyers anywhere with his actions and his deeds. That is really obvious. Does it lead up to disbarment? Maybe. We have the Three of Cups. I don't know if the disbarment's a 3-person panel or how many people are on it, but at the very least he's censured because that was a dang fool thing to do. Foolish, wildly immature, naive. But, at the same time, if it really is about a coup, this could be the coup if you want to believe on something like that. If they think he was part of the coup, if he gets convicted as part of this RICO case, he's going to be disbarred because it's part of the conviction is going to show his culpability, his role in the whole plotting this. If it truly was that, he came up with the fake elector scheme, but he somehow manages to convince people it was just like hypothetical, then he probably won't be disbarred. He'd just be censored for being an idiot. But if they show that he has, he was part of the scheme to actually overturn the government, he's gone. There's no reason. Hey, there's a gazillion lawyers in California. One less than a gazillion is still a gazillion. You don't need bad lawyers, and you certainly don't need insurrectionist lawyers. Okay, so that's my reading on Eastman. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for all your likes and your shares and your comments and everything you do to feed the YouTube algorithm beast so that my video makes it out to new viewers. To those new viewers, welcome to the channel. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.